Welcome to the Liquit technical demo video. Liquit is an extremely flexible workspace management solution which enables IT pros to deliver a browser-based workspace that will run on any device from any location on any OS. In this demo, we will show you how IT admins can use Liquit to manage any application type and build a device and platform-independent workspace quickly and easily. One of the unique things about Liquit is that we use a single interface for both users and IT administrators. Users and groups that are used in Liquit are extracted from the identity sources. Liquit supports multiple identity sources and can even manage a mixture. We will start this demo by adding an identity source to the workspace. Liquit supports the following directory services: Active Directory, Azure AD, and eDirectory. In this demo, we will use an Active Directory. It's possible to hide the identity source from the login page and to import user photos which are used throughout the portal. Liquit supports secure connections to the identity source using SSL. You can also modify users and groups from within the portal by selecting the modifications option. After creating the identity source, we need to configure one or more servers which provide connectivity to the identity source. By adding multiple servers, we can provide redundancy. In this demo, we'll add a domain controller. By defining context, Liquit will only extract the relevant users and groups. Liquit allows you to specify the search scope and object types per context. In this demo, we'll add the complete Active Directory. You are now able to utilize the users and groups from the Active Directory within Liquit for resource entitlements. But we also use this information for filling the Context tab as shown here. After adding the Active Directory, we are able to give permissions within Liquit Workspace based on roles and assign resources. In this demo, we give the group named Business Unit Sales the user role to give access to the Liquit Workspace. Logging in securely to your Liquit Workspace is very important. Liquit supports many two-factor authentication solutions that are based on Radius. Radius is the industry standard authentication protocol that is used for integration with many third-party security solutions. In this demo, we'll add an SMS-based token solution for users who log in from an untrusted location. Liquit supports adding multiple servers to provide redundancy. In this demo, we'll add a single Radius server. You can define the number of attempts and request timeouts allowed to the server. We need to assign the newly created Authenticator to an identity source. We'll use the Active Directory source we added earlier. We can optionally assign a prefix or suffix to the username before sending an authentication request to the Radius server. Liquit is location aware. This means Liquit knows exactly from what location the user is logging in. Location information can be used for filtering resource availability. We start by creating a new location for users within the corporate building. You can define a location based on various types of filters. In this demo, we'll filter based on the subnet range. In the source field, you can define which traffic route is used by the subnet filter. Next, we'll create a location for users connected from the internet. By not adding filters to this location, it will act as a default. Because secure access is important from outside the office, we will enable the previously configured SMS Authenticator for this location. This is the login screen for a user. After filling in the username and password, they will receive an SMS token that they have to enter in the next screen to complete the login process. We will start with the bigger picture to explain how we create, manage, and deliver corporate IT resources. On the left side, you can see the connectors. IT admins can easily connect to existing application resources, making sure that investments that were made in the past are not lost. By connecting application and printer resources, the IT admins create a central resource pool, which contains all IT resources that users need in an organization. From this central pool, the IT department can, with just a few mouse clicks, create packages. Following the same process, IT admins can add entitlements to packages based on users or groups in an identity source, like Active Directory. These packages can now be distributed to the end user's physical or virtual workspace. Since Liquit is a browser-based technology, the workspace can be anything from a managed corporate device to an unmanaged bring your own device. Optionally, an approval workflow can be added to the package, for example, in an expensive application case. Now it's time to fill the Liquit Workspace by adding resources. This can be done manually or by creating a connector to external or legacy application resources. IT admins can add their own connectors. Liquit provides connectors out of the box for a wide range of solutions like Microsoft RDS, Citrix Storefront, VMware App Volumes, and Windows Print Servers. In this demo, we'll connect to another Liquit installation, which allows us to easily copy packages which have been created before. We also provide a name for the connector. To establish a connection with another Liquit workspace, we have to fill in login credentials and the URL at which the workspace can be accessed. After synchronizing the connector, we're able to view the available resources which have been published to this connector. To create a package, simply select the resources you want to import and press the Create Package button in the toolbar. We're able to update existing packages too. By the same process, we can easily add entitlements to the packages so that applications can be used as soon as the packages are created. A package can define how a user is able to access a resource. For example, by installing and/or launching a local or network application, or by connecting to a published application. Aside from importing packages from other sources, it's also possible to create packages manually. There are multiple package creation wizards available to simplify adding a package. In this demo, we'll add a local application. We have to enter a few details for the application, like the name and icon used when assigned to a user. We ensure the Modify Package After Creation option is checked, so that we immediately jump to the newly created package. After adding a package, we have to define one or more actions which allow the application to start. This is defined by adding an action to the Launch section. Many different actions are available to choose from. In this demo, we'll add a Start Process action. We select a locally installed application, Word. Liquit automatically modifies the selected path with the best available variable. You can define filters on an action to determine if the action needs to be executed or ignored based on the specified conditions. For Word, we'll select the File Exists filter. We'll add a second action, which will launch a remote app if Word is not locally installed. We specify the server name and remote app name available on the target server. We also add a filter which defines that this action needs to be executed when Word is not locally installed. We're able to sequence multiple actions in the order you provide by dragging and dropping. Filters on packages determine the conditions under which the application is available for the user. You can define a range of filters like locations, whether a file exists on the local machine, or whether a certain registry key is set to a specific value. In this example, we'll select that the package is only available from the internal location. After making changes to the package, a prompt is displayed at the top asking for the changes to be saved. Changes will be stored within a snapshot, which allows you to return to a previous snapshot if the latest changes cause malfunctioning. Once we've created the packages, we can now add entitlements based on users or groups from the identity source. You can publish packages to the catalog or directly to the workspace. Or you can force the package to the workspace, in which case the package cannot be removed by the user. It's also possible to automatically start or install an application as soon as the user logs in by setting the onLogin event. IT admins can create categories in which they can place applications. The benefit for the users is that applications can be easily found per category. In this demo, we'll define a category for Office applications. We enter a name and a color which defines the category. After creating the category, we assign a couple of applications. By selecting the Categories tab within the workspace, we can immediately see our newly created category and use it as a filter to only show the applications available within this category. For special or expensive applications, an approval workflow can be added. This is an easy process which results in an approval request. We activate approval of an application by selecting the package. Under Entitlements, we'll add a user who needs to approve the application. We give this user the Approver option, which ensures that every user requesting this application requires approval from this person before the application can be used. When a user requests the application, the approver will be able to accept the request by going to the Approvals tab at the top. An approver can accept, deny, or cancel the request. Companies can personalize the look and feel of their Liquit environment to match their corporate standards. Under the Portal tab, we can easily customize the look and feel of the workspace. Among the options available, we can change the background color of the logo. Under the Defaults tab, admins can set the default values for users or lock certain settings by selecting the lock icon behind each setting.